What is up, bros and broettes? We are back at it again today with a back and shoulder day. So we're going to do 2 muscle groups this time. Usually I only do 1, but I was pressed for time. So that's why I'm doing 2 different muscle groups today. And we're going to start things off with a front lat pull down machine, a warm up set of 50 pounds, 1 set, 10 to 12 reps. And if you look at my form, I'm not sitting upright. This form is a little unusual. It's a different variation that I use. And the reason why I use more of a staggered form is because this allows you to have a better contraction and a better, deeper stretch than when you're sitting upright. And if you want to give it a try, all you got to do is just have one knee supported by the knee pad, and then you want to do the opposite knee and you want to flex it out as far back as possible. And you kind of want to lean into the chair at an angle, and that way it's going to allow you to have a full contraction and a deep stretch. So you're going to let your arms go up as high as it can, straightened, but you're going to put your head through your arms down, you're going to put your chin down, and then when you bring the weights down, you're going to lift your chest up and your head up for a deeper contraction and a squeeze. So we're going to warm up our last warm up set of 45 pounds, 1 set, 10 to 12 reps, and then we'll get on to our working set. So now on to our first working set, 140 pounds, 1 set, 8 to 10 reps. And if you do this variation, it's going to hit your lats at a completely different angle and give it a really deep stretch and really good contraction. On to our second working set, 180 pounds, 1 set, 7 to 10 reps. And on to our final working sets, 230 pounds, 2 sets, 5 to 8 reps. Now the weight for this one is pretty heavy, so I am just going to work on a nice clean stretch, controlling the weight up. And then I'm going to let the weights reset and then do an explosive movement of trying to pull it down as fast as I can. This will help with pull-up strength. On to the next exercise, reverse flat machine, warm-up set of 50 pounds, 1 set, 10 to 15 reps. And I'm actually using a different grip. As you can see, my grip variation, I'm doing an underhand grip with the palms facing me. And this will hit your rear delts at another angle as well. It's always good to switch up different types of variation. A lot of people just put their hand on the bar. I like switching things up with different grip styles and then finding which one works best for you. So on to our first working set, 90 pounds, 1 set, 12 to 20 reps. And remember, the rear delts, they take more of a stimulation with higher reps. On to the second working set, 110 pounds, 1 set, 12 to 15 reps. And as for the arm placement, you want to have your arms and hands just slightly above your shoulder when you're doing this variation. And on to the final set, 130 pounds, one set, 10 to 15 reps. On to our third exercise, a shoulder press machine with a warm-up set of 50 pounds, one set, 10 to 12 reps. And my shoulders were kind of just feeling a little achy, so I'm going to do a few warm-ups just to get the blood pumping through and to prevent any injuries as I go up higher in weight. On to the second warm-up set, 70 pounds, one set, 10 to 12 reps. And I'm just going to keep increasing the weight higher for the warm-up sets until I get to my first working set. To my last warm-up set, 90 pounds, one set, 10 to 15 reps, and my shoulders are feeling good. I got a lot of movement going on, no aching, so I should be ready to go for my next working set. First working set, 140 pounds, one set, 8 to 12 reps. And if you look at my form, I'm scooched at the end of the seat, and my back is against the pad, and there's going to be a little arch. That's going to help hit your delts a lot better for the pressing form. And on to the second working set, 180 pounds, one set, 7 to 10 reps. Just having your butt at the edge of the bench or the seat is going to help with the alignment of the shoulders. So when you're pushing the weight up and down, it might look like a chest press, but it's actually more focused on your front delt. And the third working set, 230 pounds, one set, 7 to 10 reps. And it may look like my chest is getting activated, but it's not. It's all being activated on my shoulders. And I'm going for my PR, my personal record, and we're going to be doing a final set of 270 pounds, one set, 7 to 10 reps. And then we're going to finish off with some partials, because I can't push the weight up all the way, but I want to exhaust the muscles, so I'll finish off with some partials. And that's another technique that you can use to damage the muscles further. And we're on to our fourth exercise, the flat bench dumbbell pullover, a warm-up set of 50 pounds, one set, 7 to 12 reps. And for my form here, it might look really exaggerated, the way hip thrusting up. But in order to get a nice deep stretch in your lats, you need to lift your hips up and let the weight go under your head as far as possible to get a nice deep stretch. If I didn't do this, the dumbbell would hit the floor and I wouldn't get a deep stretch with it. And if you look at my chest, it's getting activated real heavily by doing it as well. And when I was doing that shoulder press, my chest wasn't being activated as much as this one was. And a second warm-up set, 60 pounds, 1 set, 7 to 10 reps. Now on to our first working set, 65 pounds, 1 set, 7 to 10 reps. And see with lifting your hips up, the dumbbell is almost close to hitting the floor. But if I didn't raise my hips up, it would definitely hit the floor. So lifting your hips up will give you some leverage, some extra leverage, so that way you can get a nice deep stretch and not hit the floor with the dumbbells. And we're going to finish things off with 75 pounds for 2 sets, 7 to 10 reps. So your hips come up as the dumbbell goes to almost to hit the floor. And so your hips come up when your dumbbell goes behind your head and almost hits the floor. And then your hips come down as soon as you bring the dumbbell up. And this is the last exercise, the lateral raise machine, a working set of 25 pounds, 1 set, 10 to 12 reps. And this is going to hit the side delt. Usually people sit with the seat in front of them. If you want to hit more of the side delt, you got to sit opposite and have your arms raised from the side, pushing to the back, or from the side to side. You never want to have your arms all the way out in front. Otherwise, that's going to activate more of the front delt. So on to our second working set, 30 pounds, 1 set, 12 to 20 reps. And I'm just keeping my arms below my shoulders. So if you raise the shoulders too high up, your traps will take in effect. So you want to keep the tension on your shoulders, and I'm just pushing to the side out, not to the front of me. You want to push out to the side or behind you for more side delt activation. My palms are facing sideways. And our final set, 45 pounds, 1 set, 10 to 20 reps. And when things get a little heavy, I'm going to finish off with some partials, which is an intensity technique to help break down some more muscle tissue. And that's the end of that. I hope you enjoyed it.